Gonna let it go by for a little bit. Alright, I should be good to go to roll now. Hey there everybody, happy 4th of July for those who live in the US of A. Named Skullord93, and today, this is actually going to be my first time showing you guys my Destiny 2 gameplay. Now, I've already gotten every single thing done for the characters, but as you guys can see, my main is a hunter. Now, as weak in armor as I know it, but they're very good for agility, and I just like being a hunter in general because I'd like to hide in the shadows. But I do have these other characters that I know I've got. There's my Titan. He's basically my second main, and there's my Warlock, of course, is my third. But I try and keep a balance of them. But my hunter, as I'll put it, is my main. So without further ado, I'm actually gonna head on in. I'm just by myself for the day. And I don't know how long I'll make this video as well. So hopefully, because I know Kabuto has been doing a couple of videos with Destiny 2. So basically, I know Wolf has also been doing them as well. He's doing like a role play thing, or if he's actually going through like just saying what it is, what you're supposed to do in this game and all that. But I'm gonna try and sum it up for you guys. Basically, in the first Destiny, basically you were a guardian brought to life by the Traveler, and you had to stop the darkness. And it all ended with the Taken King. This is where the Taken King would be, and this is where your guardian would be off doing whatever it is they're doing, basically. But this is Destiny 2. This is the aftermath of what happened after the Taken King. Basically, you come back, and the Cabal that you remember seeing on Mars comes to find out that the Traveler is on Earth. And this is where one of the main villains, Gaul, from the Red Legion, comes into play. Excuse you? Yes. Uh-huh. Well, no, there was one person, but either way. Don't mind me talking in random succession at times. I've got my nephew who's actually here and interrupted me. Say hi.
How you guys want it?
Uh-huh, very funny. But anyways, just get a YouTube account. Uh-huh. Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is.
I'm gonna be a YouTuber when I move out, or try to at least.
Try to. Good luck. Yes, that was my nephew. Sorry about that, guys. My family's up for 4th of July, which is today. They'll be leaving tomorrow, so like I said, I don't know how long I'll be on this today. So, but yes. Anyways, back to what I was gonna say. Gaul is the main villain in this game and they're known as the Red Legion. So basically, what happens is Gaul comes to Earth. He takes the Traveler, encases them in some sort of cage, and basically all the ghosts and your light fades away, basically. And this is where our guardian kinda is on their knees, and Gaul just pushes him off the top of the tower. Pretty much in the thick of it, we're still alive, but we're just half dead. So somehow we survived that fall. But anyways, then basically our priority is to try and get the Traveler back. But pretty much how we start off is, it's not that simple. It's not that easy. I mean, all Argos can do is he can heal us. But because of the Traveler being encased in some sort of cage, we can't come back to life. They can only heal us. If we died at that point, we died. But then you eventually go into Earth, and everybody would probably remember it, because if you remember from the player versus player PvP days in the first one, European Dead Zone was actually one of the maps. So they probably hinted that you were going to come to the EDZ, for short, European Dead Zone. So you go to the European Dead Zone, and then you find a shard of the Traveler, and you actually make a couple of actual non-Guardian friends along the way, which are on Earth. Her name is Hawthorne, and she's got a couple of friends in the EDZ. But she's not really all that cracked up to be. She looks at everybody else, but she looks at us Guardians, and I can definitely say she's not really affiliated very well with the Guardians that well. And then you progress the storyline. Basically, all it is you're trying to get the fire team back together. Zavala, Cade, and Ikora. Now, as you guys can see here, I've got the DLCs for them. Like Mars is one of them, and then you got Mercury. So these two, Mercury and Mars, are two DLCs, but I'll get into them later. Basically, you start on Earth, and you want to try and find the rest of the people that escaped from the last city. So then we eventually get a transmission, and it comes over here to Titan. This is where Zavala will be. And so then you do a couple of things on Titan for Zavala, and of course you also have like adventures and all that stuff too, but I'm just doing story wise. But this is where you come to Titan. You'll be facing the Hive, which will be introduced in this one. And then once you save Zavala and help him, that's when you want to try and find Cade and Ikora. So then the next one will actually be over here, which is Nessus. Nessus, this is where the Vex will be introduced, and this is where you actually will have to save Cade, because apparently he's caught in some sort of he's caught in a time loop basically, so he can't get out. So he needs you, the Guardian, to help him. Then eventually you do all this stuff, and you actually get to meet an actual Golden Age ship, but unfortunately it's broken up into several pieces. But her name is Failsafe. She's a little crazy in the motherboard, but she's got a normal voice, and then every so often you will hear like a little sound, and then you just hear like an alter ego of her. But her name is Failsafe, and she's cool, I can definitely say. But this is where you save Cade, and then once you save Cade, that's when Ikora is last. And then of course Cade being Cade, he does something funny, but then eventually he does give you like an actual thanks in his own way, and telling where Ikora is. And this is where we'll come to Io, the first place the last place the Traveler touched before it came to Earth. And this is where Ikora was at for the longest time, thinking, what can I do? Is there anything else I can do? I guess with Ikora, she was more around distraught. Like, she could have done something for this, but without her ghost, there's no way she could have came back. Well, without her light, I should say, not her ghost, but without her light, there was no way she could have came back. Taken will be introduced, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a whole lot of people saying, wait a minute, the Taken were defeated in the Taken King, right? Not exactly. As long as there's some sort of leader or something like that, and I've been told that there is an actual worm on Titan. Now, don't get me wrong. I forgot the two guys. Crota and his father are actually dead, but there's worms that could actually form into like a new Crota, or I forgot the name of the Taken King. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a whole lot of people that are gonna be like, oh, it was, this is the name of that guy. It's been so long since I played the first Destiny. But yes, but the Taken are in this one. So you'll have a mixture of Vex and Taken for pretty much control basically. And of course you, the Guardian, will actually meet another Warlock, and he'll actually be, as he put it, afflicted. His name is Asher Mir. Reason why I say he's afflicted is because his arm, excuse me there, but his arm, I think it's his right arm or his left, I can't remember, but one of his arms is literally like a Vex arm, but he's still in control of himself basically. So, but you'll kind of get into a little bit more down the line with that one. So that's the main storyline. Then you go back to Earth, and then you want to start, and that's where you start taking on the Red Legion. So you pretty much go into steps on how this is gonna go, and then eventually you get one of Gaul's ships. You go to the Almighty. Now the Almighty will actually be heard of in Titan, because that will kind of go with the storyline. But I'm trying to make this quick. So, but the Almighty apparently is this some sort of machine that can literally connect to the suns of the universe, and it pretty much it makes it to the point where the sun will eventually explode into a supernova. So, pretty much knowing this, we do everything we can to try and stop the Almighty, but Zavala wants to pretty much headbutt it, as I'll put it in Asher's standings. He wants to headbutt it, knowing that Zavala knows, or that he doesn't know, that he could die his final death. So, this is where we step in. We take one of Gaul's ships from one of his men, after killing him, and then we take the ship and we go to the Almighty. Then while we're on the Almighty, we're gonna we go in and sabotage it, and it's very successful too. And then we come back to Earth, and then it's just basically we start facing the Red Legion once more, and we get to Gaul, who is pretty much forcing the Traveler to give Gaul the light. But in a sense, this is the Traveler we're talking about. The Traveler only chooses on what it chooses. And we do unfortunately lose the Speaker as well, because he's no longer anywhere after we've taken out Gaul, but being held in some sort of prison. He could have been an exo, he could have been a human. We don't know what he could have been. But in a sense, the Speaker, it was dead at one point. But his teachings kind of move on, basically. They'll live on. So, but yes, this is where the story ends, and then eventually we get two DLCs, one known as Curse of Osiris. This is where Mercury comes in. Now this is fully Vex right here. This is basically their home planet near the sun. And basically we've got Osiris, who actually has a ghost known by the name of Sagira. It's a unique little ghost. I'll have to show you that. But it's a nice little ghost. I absolutely have to admit that his ghost looks amazing. But anyways, Osiris is a warlock, and apparently he was one of Ikora's mentors too. But because he's like a fortune teller who can see into the future, and there's this place known as the Infinite Forest. That thing is never the same. It is always changing. So that's why in the Infinite Forest you guys have to be on your toes with that one. But eventually it gets to the point where Argos gets possessed by Sagira, who is the only one who can actually let us into the Infinite Forest. We get to some point, and then that's where we actually know about this one Vex. He's pretty much the main honcho of it all, known as Panoptes. And he's trying to recreate the entire world into what the Vex want it to be. Dim, dark, and just nothing but Vex controlling everything. But that's when our Guardian steps in. And this is where I've actually realized that our Guardian is no normal Guardian. Because after we save Sagira, take back Sagira and help Osiris, he says, I have actually foreseen so many other things, but I did not foresee this one Guardian, your Guardian, to step in and actually make everything to give us a future, basically. And this is where Ikora says, well, at least I can definitely say I have a friend by my side. So right off the bat, Osiris and Ikora believe that we're something different. Our Guardian is something special. And this is where I can definitely say, this is where Mars comes into play. This is where we find Rasputin from the first Destiny game. He is not on Earth. He's actually on Mars. What we were hearing on Earth was just nothing but fragments of him. He's literally on Mars, and this is where the War Mind comes into play. when we find basically when you get this pack, this expansion, this is where we're going to Mars once again, but we're helping a character by the name of Anna Bray, and this is where we come into contact with Braytech Futurescape, and basically you'll see a new breed of hive in this one. They have like some sort of ice ability, so these are no normal hive that we're used to. So, but we help Anna Bray, and then we eventually find out that apparently us Guardians are not supposed to know anything about our past. But apparently I believe Rasputin may know who and what the Traveler is, and why or what the Traveler is doing. So, but eventually, but because we're helping Anna Bray, and in the beginning we're helping her get to the War Mind, but apparently Zavala beats us to the punch, and he comes out of the main door of the War Mind, and he's angry. But that's when we find out there's something else that actually awoke, and not just Rasputin. Apparently a big hive worm known as Zol, the Will of Thousands. This is where Zol he's an actual worm god, and it's up to us Guardians to stop Zol. But at the same time, Rasputin does give us a small bit of help. There's a weapon on Mars known as the Javelin. I think yes, it's known as the Valkyrie Javelin. This is Rasputin's weapon. He's giving it to us to help him with anything he needs to keep him protected. And eventually we do get deep down underground with Zol, and then basically how it goes is we defeat the one person that was actually protecting the portal, basically. But that's when Zol says, you know, you're all alone, there's no escape, you can just drown here. But knowing our Guardian, and again I go back to being special, they aren't dead just by that alone. So then we come out, and then it's just our final bout against Zol. We do defeat Zol with the help of Rasputin. And with Anna Bray's thinking, because she's very smart, she literally makes us create a new javelin. But in the process, we had to destroy the reactors. So, but this is where the javelin became much more stronger. So Braytech Valkyrie Javelin. And then we do defeat Zol. Now, it's not done there, but we do defeat Zol, and that's where we can get other things taken care of. Oh, but now, that's just basically the history of all that, basically. As you guys can see here, this is the character like the character gear station or something like that, and your subclasses too. When you start off with each and every character, you will have a certain subclass to start off with. So like for the hunters, it was Arc Strider that we started off with, and then you eventually get your other two. But you have to go through certain phases for them. And then of course, as you guys can see, like you can have different ghosts. The ghosts actually do not count as a part of your levels now, of your power level. If those of you who would remember from the first Destiny game, the ghosts are no longer a part of the power levels. They're just there just to kind of give you some sort of like buff, or I wouldn't say buff, but like some sort of like perks to you. So see, I've got this shell, in which this was during the dawning, basically, Christmas in a sense, or however you want to put it, but they called it the dawning, basically. And there's different religions out there that say, you know, because us in the US of A, we say Christmas, but then there could be somebody out there that could take that offensively, and it's like, no, it's Kwanzaa or whatever. And so basically, Bungie just called it the dawning, and it's like a Christmas theme, or some let's just say a holiday theme. I don't want to get anybody too angry with me saying Christmas and all that. But anyways, this is, you can get so many ghosts, and it gives you like a perk. Now your weapons, they will actually be a part of your power. And I know there's a couple of new ones too within the mix. As you guys can also see, aside from my leggings and my cape, most of the stuff that I've got for my Void is actually from the Iron Banner, in which I'm not too high on PvP. But if I do have to do it, you know, then I'll do it. But in a sense, now I'm just gonna stop talking too so much. I'm just gonna try and see if I like what all I'm gonna use here. Let's see. And yes, you do get swords. As you guys can notice, that this is my sword right now. This is the Quick Fang, but the Quick Fang is only for. I'm trying to think. No, I can't turn it into a masterwork yet. That's something else for later on. I'll tell you guys about. But the Quick Fang is an not Titan, is a hunter only weapon. But it's, I can definitely say they didn't count out like they didn't count out the Titan and the Warlock. Like, they have their own weapons too. Now the Quick Fang it's very good, and it gives me, let's see, it's a lightweight frame, so I can literally just wield it with one hand instead of just two. And plus it gives me a speed boost as well. Cause see, hold on, let's see, where is it? Jagged Edge. Sword. Ah, here we go. On guard. Quick attacks immediately after swapping to this sword do additional damage. Oh. Well. But it does have the lightweight frame, so I can move much more faster with this weapon than I can with like any other weapons. But then the Titans have like their big heavy sword, being it's slow to swing, but very, very, very powerful. And then the Warlocks, because I always say that the Warlocks are balanced. They're just a balance, basically. So, Dynamo. I need to go to the Dynamo. So, but like I said, it's just me at this point. I'm playing by myself. I have nobody. I have no friends of mine or anything like that. My nephew did step out, but it's just me playing this game right now. Now, when you guys do happen to see it, you will see a bunch of other Guardians around and all that. Don't panic, because those are other players around the world too. Give me a shotgun. And basically, all it is, basically, as you guys can see, like, I've got all these weapons in these certain slots. The sniper rifles, if you guys remember, are actually a part of the heavy weapon slot now. But they're thinking about bringing them back to the secondary because, don't get me wrong, some sniper rifles I can definitely see, like this, for example, like, look at that power. That power alone, aside from the range, can definitely be good. But this is an exotic sniper, and I absolutely love this sniper rifle. I never thought I would literally get involved with sniper rifles because, well, the snipers in this game with the heavy weapon, you can't gain any ammo. You can't increase it. You're set with a certain amount of ammo for each and every individual weapon. So you're kind of at the mercy of something like that. But the ammo drops do kind of drop every so often. So, yeah, as you guys can see, I've got my Jade weapon. It's a scout rifle. An exotic scout rifle at that, too. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of people that would know this weapon from the first game or whatever, but I can definitely say when I played the first Destiny, I never really got a whole lot. Look at that, I got a little mic right next to my thing too. But I know I'm doing a video for you guys and all that. I do apologize for me being so long, but it's just, you know, every time when I do think, oh, I'm gonna do a video, I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, no, I need the Dynamo. Where am I going? Hello. But every time I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a video and all that, and it just never really happened. I guess it's just like I could never really be up to it at that point or anything like that. So, but I figured today was 4th of July, but I thought I had to work today. So, gotcha. And as you guys can see, I'm not a perfect sniper, but, you know, I just like being the hunter in general because their agility and they just look cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Titans and the Warlocks look cool too, and I won't lie. But I just like hunters more. And plus, not only that, I can definitely say Cade was definitely one of those ones. When I saw him, like, I was just like, wow, this guy's he's just the funny guy. And then you got Zavala, who's just like, you know, he's big. Well, I wouldn't say he's big, but he's tough, and he thinks he can shoulder the entire world on his shoulders. But that's the thing, like, Zavala can only do so much. And in the very beginning, he's trying to actually protect us from the onslaught, and he puts up his ward of dawn, or as us Destiny players say it, we call it the bubble. But anyways, he's trying to protect us, but because of the onslaught of Cabal that's coming straight for us, he can only do so much, and then eventually that ward of dawn breaks. And then in this sense, this is where we're kind of at the mercy of the Cabal just overwhelming us. So like I said, I know Kabuto's been, whenever he does get Joey and I together, like, he'll do a video like that and stuff. And I can definitely admit, Kabuto has been doing much more better and bringing out videos than I am. But I only mainly do it for fun. I'm not trying to be big. I'm just, you know, I just want people to see that I would at least like to have fun with friends and, you know, other stuff like that. You know, play a game together and just have fun. Come here, you. Gotcha. And I'm probably gonna have a lot of those people out there that are like, Skull, you just did one bullet, you reloaded? What's wrong with you? Yes, there are times where I will literally reload on just one bullet alone. But I don't always do so. But then again, this is a scout rifle. So sometimes one shot, and then it's just like, I'm safe, and then I reload. But even at that though, like, I really don't care. It's just basically how I play, basically. Like, sometimes I'll play it just for... Oh, I missed you. Oh, body shot. Headshot. Oh, yes, the... Oh. Aha, I'm near it. Now, what you guys are hearing right now is actually something in this play... on Mars alone. It's a node. And I'm pretty sure most Destiny 2 players will actually admit that... that's a lot. Oh yeah, it just got louder. It's somewhere. Oh, it's right there too. Whoa. Now, also in another sense that you guys may realize too, I'm kind of all over the place. I don't really keep an eye on my positions all the time, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot of those people out there that are like, dude, you just got shot at, you weren't paying attention. Yeah, there are times I'll do that. I'll grab that. Thank you. Give me some more Arctic Dreamscapes. Yeah, buddy. Those are shaders, by the way. Just to kind of let you guys know that shaders in this game are fairly different. So I'm just gonna show you an example. Here's my last Perdition. I've got it in the Mad Monk, and basically this is for like Rasputin and all that. You can do shaders on different weapons now, along with your actual like armament or your gear, not your armament, your gear. However, I have noticed this is my Orpheus rigs, this is my exotic leggings, but I can't make them a masterwork. But what's kind of nice about these is because on my void ability, however many enemies that I can get caught up within my tether, I can get super energy back from that. So that right there can definitely be a thing between life and death. So Aurora Mine Lab. Okay, so I gotta go to the mine lab. So basically all you guys are gonna be doing right now is just, you're gonna be seeing me farm a lot. But you know, I just figured I'd at least get, like I said, I'll probably just do like an hour, if not maybe like a 2-hour special, maybe. But I know I'll be going out today anyway, because it is 4th of July. And like I said, because, whoa. Okay, here we go. This is actually going to be good for you guys. This is where, as I'll call it, this is a part of the escalation protocols. Oh, I don't need that. Get out of here. So let me do that. Bring out my sleeper. 366, that's not bad. Alright, so where's these guys? Now this is where the escalation protocols is actually a part of this. So it looks like this guy just pretty much started it up, so I'm gonna help him out. Oh, that's awkward. Die. And as I said, yes, that's a random guardian. He's not on my team or anything like that. You will see other guardians around the world. And of course, whoever I just helped there. Oh, hello. Hello. Uh-oh. Nope. I refuse it, I refuse it, I refuse it. Oh, they're down. Let's see if I can try and get them back up. I'm gonna throw that in. There we go. And see, in a sense, this is why I like the actual hub worlds. Like, you know, you got all these guardians coming together trying to help out for a main reason. And I can definitely say this is definitely one of them. I don't know though. Nah, don't get me wrong, we had guardians, but I don't know where most of them went. Oh, is the big guy out? I think the big guy's out. Oh, he's out. Oh, shoot. He's angry. But this is where I can definitely say, this is where the javelin comes in. He spotted me. So that last one, uh-oh. Nope. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, he sees me again. Oh. Oh. Don't get me wrong, there will be times where you will take a beating. Trust me. Oh, jeez, hello. Uh-oh. Ah. Looks like the rest of them decide to bug out. So yeah, as you guys can see, I didn't make it, but that is known as an escalation protocol. Basically, that's a thing for Rasputin. And apparently, from what I'm understanding, at the end of all that, I think there may be a chest that you can get from Rasputin, but I remember overhearing it from someone, there's 8 levels in all, but I have never reached level 8. I think the highest I may have reached at this time would be level 3? I think I've reached level 3. So because we're not doing an escalation anymore, I can swap back over that. And give me that back. So I need to be in the dynamo. But yeah. Oh no. Yeah, and see, notice how it every single time I like on my screen it's saying that a certain guardian has died. I'm gonna revive that guy. Screwball, I'm gonna get you. Ow. Not ow in general in real life, but it's just like, I know there's some of those gamers out there that are, you know, that do that, and it's just like, you know, they go and say something or something like that, and it's just like, ow. Well, then again, if you guys would remember watching one of Kabuto's vids, there happened times where we have went, ow. And like I said, it's not real life ow, it's just like in video game, like every time we get hurt, it's just like, you know, we kind of go along with it, it's like, ow. I know, I'm crazy, I'm zany, and I'm just all around just one of those guys. But I don't care. But in a sense, I'm just like one of those gamers, just like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, basically. Like, I'd rather, I mean, I'm not trying to do it for, like, what, subscriptions and all that. They can mainly do it for something like that, because they're more popular than what I would be. But I'm just like Mark and Jack, basically. Like, I just go into a game, yeah, I'll have my moments where I'll rage and get upset. But other than that, like, I just play it just to have fun. As they put it too, and I can agree with them. Like, games nowadays, it's just, they've gotten so, they've gotten great, but at the same time, I look for formulas, basically, with games. And it's just, nowadays too, I can definitely say, there was another game that, when I was with Wolf, when I was playing Ark, I did say we were going to try and at least do a broadcast of New Gundam Breaker. But I got my New Gundam Breaker game and I cannot broadcast it unless I have a Twitch account. But screw that, I'm not actually going to try and get a Twitch account. It would just be too much work, and it's just like, you know what? If I can with you guys, like, I'll show pictures on my PSN network. Because I know one of my things that I'm following right now is known as Neo Nightfall Strike. Basically, a bunch of people that have gotten the New Gundam Breaker game, and apparently, from what I'm understanding, and I've actually played it myself, the New Gundam Breaker kind of went out with a bang, basically. Not a good bang, like a bad bang. So, but it was supposed to be this big hyped up game that we were all supposed to get, but then we just kind of got something that just feel like was like half-arsed, basically. Ow. Ah, shoot. I did that wrong. Oh no, I still got him. Ah, Hayes. Come here. And that's what I also mean too. Ooh, legendary. But that's what I mean by, when I said earlier, like, Guardians coming together and all that, just helping each other out. Like, even if it's just a random player, like, sometimes you don't know what they're doing and you're trying to do something and then they kind of butt in. Sometimes it's like, it's like half and half, basically, because you know you're trying to do something for, like, that certain quest you're doing. There we go, got him. And it's just like, you know, they go and take the kill, and it's like, wow, man, what the heck? Like, did you seriously have to do that? But, in a sense, I can definitely say, I mean, I'm pretty sure there'd be other players, too, that'd be the same way, like how I would be, too. Like, they took a look at me, and they're like, dude, really? Like, that was my kill. What? Like, why'd you do that? I'm just trying to be helpful, and I'm pretty sure they were trying to be helpful too. But then you'll have some of those players out there that'll just be like, you know, they just don't care for the help. Me, on the other hand, I can definitely say I will accept help when I need it. But in Destiny 2, like, I don't know why, I'm just mainly a solo player. But, you know, if I ever need to, you know, I can call on my friends and be like, hey guys, you know, I need some help. Is there a way you can help me? But I've literally actually gone up and said myself, I'm done with the Leviathan raid, because I keep trying to get players together. And, oh, jeez, that's a lot. Nope. Really? Get down, you. What, you think I'm afraid? I will literally stab you. Don't mess with a hunter. Agility, suckers. And of course, I'm pretty sure you guys may have heard my character literally do like a jumping grunt. My exo is a female. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing as female characters because, to be honest, they're more around. I kind of put it as, you know, we can do something, but then, like, the opposite sex does it way better. It's like, how the heck did you do that? I mean, I'm not gonna be guaranteed 100% with that either. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's ways on how they would kind of fail as well, but I'm just kind of one of those guys that's just like, you know, I don't tend to get into stuff like that. I just keep my mouth shut about it, and I'm just like, you know, something like that. So, all right. Duh. I was supposed to go to the mine lab, and what am I doing? I'm screwing around. And another thing too is, I know you guys kind of noticed that my hunter has a little bit of red on him, aside from like the Dreamscape and Mad Monk colors on him. Oh. Close. I bet it's this one down here, ain't it? Yep. I'll admit though, the type of music that Bungie decided to do for Rasputin was actually kind of cool. It's kind of a wide variety for like those other players out there. Like, I think, no, I'm not gonna try and assume. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Descent Cavern. Jeez. Now I gotta go all the way back to the descent. But I can. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's an actual event. I'm stepping in.
Offensive subroutines. The javelin should be there any moment.
We can't
Here, have that.
Hive claim this war center.
The hive suppression field is up.
We'll take care of it.
Woo! Just quick, come on. Oh, he's after me. Ah! Nobody's getting the jab?
that clear?
All in a day's work. Great job out there.
I guess they were just so headstrong. They wanted. They didn't want it. They didn't want to get the jab. Oh, that's an escalation. Okay, well, I want to make sure I'm quick about this. I'm probably going to die right now. Oh yeah, I'm getting attacked right now. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, ah, no. Ah, crap. But I won't lie. I was laughing on that one. Well, then again, at the same time, too. Oh, okay, this person's gonna get me up. Thank you. Okay, let's see if I can help out here. Gotcha. I know I need to try and get my sleeper simulant up. Gotcha, sucker. Just to kind of let you guys know, the reason why I'm going full auto is sometimes full auto can definitely be, oh, empowering rift. Nice. And right there. Alright, cool, we got it. That knight stood no chance. There we go. Come on, fellas, all together now. Oh! I don't think he liked that. I think we may have gotten the ogre out, actually. He should be coming. Yep, there he is. To make sure he doesn't really see me too much. Dang. Oh, hello, Mr. Knight. Whoa, I got two of them. Hello. Catch me if you can. That didn't work out very well. Ooh, I'm going to die. And goodbye, big guy. But yes, that is an escalation protocol. Usually escalations can last for quite a bit, but because they're 370 power level, oh, all the way up there. It's kind of quite difficult when you're trying to at least take them down. But that's why I've got my one exotic weapon on me, which is known as the Sleeper Simulant. This thing, and as you guys were seeing me use, this thing's a powerhouse on its own. Ow. Stop that. You skadooshers. Ow! Okay. Now you're making me angry. Oh, got a knight in there. Ow! What the flip? I need to hide behind something. That's that shadow rift. I'm going for it. Good job, Mr. Warlock or Miss Warlock. Alright, so we brought out the knight. Come on, big guy. Oh, heavens no. You will not be touching him. You do not touch my buddies. I touch you. No homo. If anybody knows that reference. I'm just gonna say that's from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. If you guys don't know what that means, in other words, I'm trying not to sound... I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be other people that'll be like, wait a minute, I know what you're talking about, but I really... Like I said, I'm trying not to be... Oh, jeez, okay, yeah, this is not gonna be bueno. Get rid of them. Okay, so at this point the sword's kind of not that good. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, awesome. I should have at least gotten some ammo out of all that. Yes, I've got 6 ammo for my sleeper. Alright, here we go. Place that there. Oh shoot, no! Ah! No, I don't think we made it. No, event complete. Crap. Oh, that kind of went poorly. But it's always the wizards that can be a pain in the butt. Sorry if I was kind of quiet there too, guys. Sometimes when I kind of get into stuff like that, it's like I try and keep myself focused. It's mainly some games that I do that with, not all. Don't need you, go away. Rest of them are good, you go away. I thought I had a full auto. Oh, my mortar is make, but I kind of infused that. That's okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna use my vigilance. screwball. Hit me, why don't you? Well, there goes the interceptor. Ha! Sucker! Ow! Don't get me wrong. Give me Jade. I know. I'm like one of those players that, like, at first it was just like, there was like so many weapons, and I tried to at least stay with a set, basically. But I've kind of, it's just like one of those games where it's just like you slowly slip into doing something that you never thought you would normally do. And I slowly started doing that. You're down here. First things first, though. Oh, you're right there. Embrace the void, sucker. Alright, where's this at again? Oh, yeah. Careful. Whoa! Oh, yes! I can get something from Anna Bray. Yeah, buddy. Is that 363? Yeah, you know what? Get rid of that. Drift, subterranean, cliffside. Subterranean. Oh, my Adim subterranean. So, but yes, I think I'm still gonna be playing some more Destiny 2, guys, but I think for now I'm gonna call it here. I just want you guys to see like what it's like to have Destiny 2. It's a fun game, I can definitely say. Destiny rocked it. Destiny 2 is actually way better in collecting materials and all that stuff, and it's just like something different. They made it a little bit easier. It is by Bungie. And there's so many things and lores about Destiny that just kind of that gets everybody's attention, basically. But I know I'm a part of the Destiny crew. I only mainly play it for the storyline. PvP, it's just like I don't think so, not me. But I'll do what I can with it. But I'm just not one of those players with player versus player. Like, I hate it with a passion. It's these type of games that I just can't get the, I just don't have the patience for it. Like, I know I would rather lose to an extent, though. So, but anyways, I'll probably do this last node for you guys. That way, you know, you can see what I got. And then afterwards, I'm actually just gonna sign off right here for you guys, and hopefully I can start getting some videos made out. Again, I'm only going to be on the weekends. That way throughout the weekdays, oh, and holidays, I will also do holidays, big holidays, not the small ones. But I'll make sure I do some more videos for you guys. That way I'm not, you know, strafing around basically. And I know my highest views for a video was actually my Borderlands when Hero was in the Borderlands. I may decide to go back into that. I'll just make that as like an actual like role play, like Heroes in the Borderlands. So I know that's what I'll do. Gotcha. But yeah. But other than that, I mean, I know I've got so many videos up. I know my one main series that I know I still have going is my Resident Evil 4. I do need to get back into that because I know I absolutely adore Resident Evil 4. Though I will say, be prepared. You will hear some gamer rage come from me. But I'm gonna do my best to at least make sure that I'm not, you know, really angry and start yelling, screaming, and all that. So now sing subterranean cliffside. Oh, those couple that you guys are noticing, if you've ever played the first Destiny game, were not introduced in that game. Those are gladiators. And see, just like us, they'll literally just run at you. But I'm making sure I keep them at bay. Come on. Pop your heads out. Gotcha. Ooh, you think you're smart? Nope. Look at this guy. Now he's running. Now he's afraid. Watch out for his rockets, by the way. They slow you down and they hurt like a pain in the butt. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't realize you were right there. Hello, mister. Yeah, that's one of the new grenades for the Scions now. They prop you up. There it is. That's weird, though. Did I pass it? No, because that one's not active. Did I misread that? Let's take a look. Drift. Oh, drift. Oops. I did actually read that wrong. It's in the drift. So I'm trying to remember. Drift. Where's that? Okay, so I am in the drift. What's that?
It's a crashed ship that bears some fallen insignia. Let me check the logs, see if I can figure out where it came from. It belonged to Prince Uldren. What is it doing on Mars? Do you think he knows about Rasputin?
Not entirely sure. Okay. Yeah, not only that too, you will find some of that stuff too, so yeah. This thing is on a cliffside. Cliffside. Wait a minute. Why am I hearing it now? There it is. I went straight past it too. How do you like that? Actually, I'm gonna be nice for you guys, because I know I got a weird looking disc for Anna Bray. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna want to know what kind of weapon I'll get from Anna Bray. So, let's just say I'm calling it a little treat for you guys, because I did say after I found that, and I would actually, you know, call it right there. But because earlier, when I said, oh look, I can get something from Anna Bray, I might as well show you guys the weapon I will get from her. I'll do that, and then I will say I will bid you guys adieu. But this is my hunter, this is my main, and you guys know who I am. If you ever want to play some Destiny 2 and you see me in there, don't forget I am a bit of a solo player. Don't send me real friend requests either. But you know, if you want me in a chat room or stuff like that, you know, send an invite my way. Now, if I'm not like too busy or something like that, then I'll join you. But it's not always going to be 100%. I'll say about 50-50, or if I'm in another chat room myself. So, this is Anna Bray.
Still in one piece?
She's the one for Braytech. She's also a hunter. And here we go. She gives me... Oh, she gave me the Braytech Winter Wolf. I remember that auto rifle. That auto rifle's good. And I know there's a friend of mine who's been trying to get that Braytech Winter Wolf weapon. And the reason I say it's a good weapon is because... Oh, try that again. It is literally in the right hands. This thing could be freaking a beast. It's slow firing, but it has so much range, which, like I said, this weapon's just off the heezy. What about Winter? Nah, we'll do the Mad Monk. No, don't. I keep dismantling for no apparent reason. So yeah.
What's your golden gun accuracy? I don't brag, but
there you go. So, oh. But I'm not doing that with my foregone. I like my foregone. It's a good weapon. 360, 368. Nope, you're gone. You're gone. You're done, son. Okay, now I'm getting into the stuff that I know is gonna be helping me bump up a little bit more. So, but there you go, guys. That's my hunter right there. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of gameplay from me, Skull Lord or Skull. It don't matter. I know Kabuto and I will be trying to at least do a broadcast. We'll probably do it together. We may not. You know, he could probably do one. Then afterwards, I'll probably do one. I know we'll probably try and do the Nightfall, but because it's 4th of July, I won't be on until later on tonight. But until then, guys, this is my character 93, aka Skull, signing out for you guys. See you later.